Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and fans of drones everywhere, it's Thursday Night Live! Oh yeah! Hit it, Linda. Yeah! She's playing the bass. In your face!
It's just an electric guitar, but we're pretending.
It's fun to pretend. Welcome, everybody, to Thursday Night Live. So far, so good. All the glitchies are gone. Ladies and gentlemen, Linda!
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah. Lots coming up tonight.
Working over there.
It's good. I got the backwoods broadband going hard and strong. I got the gerbils on the wheel spinning so fast. We got lots of stuff to give away. I got so many video clips to show you. But first, of course, as always, it's our main sponsor, and it is the Cadillac of processed meats.
You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, the Cadillac of processed meat. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky, and you'll give your family a treat. It's balanced nutrition to help them grow, and it's full of fiber to make them go. You'll enjoy pigeon jerky,
the Cadillac of processed meat. Yeah. All right, very good. Oh, man. Whew. I just need to take a breather for a second, and right. I need to give you razzmatazz. Razzmatazz.
You know, those hamsters that you have going in the wheel, you did remember to feed them, right?
I knew there was something I forgot.
Oh, boy.
Son of a gun. Well, let's go ahead and get right into the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
From the newsroom, it's all the drone news you need to know from the drone world, the drone stuff. Here she is, Linda, with the glasses, looking smart. It's drone news.
All right, getting started. It's a holiday fun game time. Who doesn't like some video games? I do. I play a lot of video games, and I'm not afraid to admit it. So the Nats out of England came up with a little game called Drone Run.
Oh,
and,
okay.
You can play that. It's a lot of fun.
And we're seeing it right here. This is Drone Run. How does it work, Linda?
Yeah. So you got to keep that drone under 400 feet. You see it up there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to keep it from hitting the trees or the houses. Santa's sleigh comes along. I think there are some restricted areas that you have to navigate.
Okay.
So I thought I'd mention it. I know it's not super high tech. You know, it's not Halo, but you know it'll do.
No, that's cool, man. And there's a link in the description if you would care to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
actually not. It's not super easy, but you know, it'll kill a couple minutes.
Yeah. Fun.
All right. Moving on. Last week, or if you weren't here last week, we talked a little bit about Aeroscope. It's DJI's sort of aim at trying to put an electronic license plate on you as a drone pilot, so that they can kind of keep track of your whereabouts should there be any issues, or if you're flying near sensitive areas, and they can kind of figure out what you're up to. So they were going to do this thing where they basically make that mandatory. It's not live yet, but now they've made it so that you can voluntarily basically participate in that program.
Well, now hold a minute. Hold on a second. Is this the government? Is this the government, Linda?
It's a form of government, but it doesn't get sent out over the internet. So that is only local. So somebody with a local receiver would have to pick it up. Like it doesn't just get broadcast out all over the internet. And it also tries to eliminate some of your personal information. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good, I guess.
Like it won't tell you how many gerbils are currently running in your hamster wheel, but it will tell them like sort of your location and your aircraft ID and stuff like that.
Okay. As long as it don't show me in my backyard in my banana hammock, you know, I got to get my son.
Yeah. Take vitamin D pills instead, please. Spare us all. All right. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
There is a zoo in China where some poor soul, some idiot, flew his drone too close to an enclosure or over it. You can see the pictures here.
Yeah.
These tigers and lions ended up swatting it out of the air, and as you can tell, that went horribly wrong.
Yeah, drones don't fare well when
battery.
There's big giant teeth gnashing into you. And the battery is, you know, the lithium just comes out in smoke, and it's not good for the animals. Don't fly over zoos. Just use common sense, right?
Yeah, no, lithium is highly volatile to presence of oxygen, so don't do that. It could start a fire. It's definitely not good for the animals. And
absolutely
well,
not.
You know, he killed his drone there, so I'm not sure what kind of trouble he got into, but there you go.
Yeah, that's what you get.
But moving on from something negative surrounding animals to something more positive with drones and animals.
Okay.
There are several research groups in Antarctica that are doing some cool stuff with drones. Namely, there's one group that is flying their drones, and they have produced some software that they can use to measure how large these sea lions are and how much they weigh. And so that gives them sort of a way to kind of keep track of the health of the system. And normally they would have to go, 4 or 5 hours to catch one of them, to weigh him or whatever and release them. And so this is kind of a low impact way to keep track of the animals, to weigh them, to measure them, and, to save a lot of man hours and potentially, keep people safer and the animals safer.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yay.
and they mentioned something that there is some error in the measurement, but it's only like 2% in the measurement, about their length of their bodies, and it's only like 4% regarding their weight. So they just said with the risk factors, that is more than acceptable, and it still gives them a very clear picture on the health of the system. So.
Okay, very good way to end the news there with a positive drone story. We always like to do that.
Wait. There's more.
There's more? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Another research group out there, and I thought this one was kind of funny. They're flying a drone out there called the Snotbot. And they're working in conjunction with Intel to power this thing. And basically what they do is they fly it over these giant whales in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And, when whales have that, I don't really know what the term is, when they spew all that water out of their blowhole.
Yeah.
Snot. The drone kind of catches it like a giant petri dish, and they use those samples to do data analysis to, again, figure out what's going on with the animals without really bothering them. So.
And what it's called, the what bot?
Snotbot.
All right.
That's the one.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, drones are good. Drones are good. I did see a couple people ask about Dana. By the way, Linda, thank you. Thank you very much for the news.
You're welcome.
Thank you. There's a couple people asking about Dana. Dana will be back soon, but he did record a video for us to watch. So here is your pal Dana.
Hey there, all my droning pals. So sorry I've been missing you guys, man. But, I play in that Diamond Rio band, and we are doing the Christmas show here at Opryland Hotel through Christmas night. So that makes my droning fun. It's cutting into that fun, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But I know you guys are having fun with Ken and all of his guests and everything for Thursday Night Live. I do miss it, and don't you worry, I'll be back. So don't think that I'm gone or anything. I'll be back. Just don't forget about me.
We won't. Oh.
It would be awful. All right, happy droning, and don't drone over people. You hear? See ya. Merry Christmas.
All right, very good. Thank you, Dana. Yes, he'll be back. And speaking of guests, big guest tonight, Jason Schappert. You may know him from RemotePilot101.com. Many of you took his course to pass the Part 107 test, and it's a great way to do that. And tonight, I'm offering a code if you want to go to RemotePilot101.com to get your discount. I've got the code right here. And that code is, I should put it on the screen, but you'll just have to list it. It's TNL Live 17, which spells TN Live 17. So Tennessee Live 17, TN Live 17 for RemotePilot101.com. Great place to learn about getting your Part 107. And Jason he's a regular pilot. He flies the big drones. He flies the kind of drones you can get into and fixed wing and all that. And he's going to have a lot to say here in a little bit. Do have stuff to give away tonight. This little guy. Look at that little fella right there. This is the Eachine. Isn't that precious? That precious little droney muffin? This is the Eachine E59 foldable drone. We're giving this away. Makes a great stocking stuffer.
How come the blades on the box are red, but the ones on the drone are green?
That's a very good question, Linda. And the answer is the replacement.
But I bet they all look the same if you're colorblind.
That's true, but there are replacement props inside, which are red. Yeah. So the super chat is open tonight, of course, every night. I think I might be able to. I gave away 8 pigeon jerky prize packs last week. I don't know if I can scrape that number together this week, but I can do about 6. 6 pigeon jerky prize packs. First 6 super chats of $25 gets one. This includes pigeon jerky pin, roadkill menu, a Phantom or Mavic eyeball decal, and a set of silicone controller knob covers from your pals at Bestum Aerial. These are from Bestum Aerial. Thank you, Bestum Aerial. You guys are the bestum. And that will all be mailed to you in a convenient little pouch, plus some other prizes. So the first 6 to Super Chat, $25 to your pal Ken, will get a Pigeon Jerky Super Souvenir Prize Pack. And thanks to Jim Wallace, Mr. Graphic, for helping to provide those. What are people saying in the chitty chat there, Linda?
It'd be great if I had been reading that, but I was not, so therefore I don't actually really know.
Okay.
Most people are just saying hello. I did type the code in there for the Remote Pilot 101 in case somebody wants to go back and look that back up.
Oh, good. Okay. So yeah, Jason Schappert will be on with us here in about 20 minutes. But right now it's time for the mailbag.
Email. We get email. We get your email every day. Here's your mail today.
I got quite a bit of email.
Oh yeah, what you got?
Yes. The first one is from Jerry Caverly. He's a high school teacher in Mesquite, Texas, and I've got a video from him, so I gotta shut down that bed. I gotta stop that from the same source. I gotta get the. Oh my goodness! Did we get a super chat?
We did.
I am Wedge. Thank you so much, my friend. I am Wedge.
That's $5 for the pigeon price pack, or is
that's right.
$5?
Yeah, no, I'll give him a pigeon jerky super prize pack.
Mark it there.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
Oh, and one more time, tell me again what the code is for that Remote Pilot 101, because some people said that they tried the code and it's not working for them.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I wrote it down wrong.
Oh, it's TN as in Tennessee, LIVE 17. So TN Live 17.
It said it's not working, so I guess we'll have to iron that out later.
Oh, well, I'm sure Jason's people are listening and we'll make that happen right away.
Nice.
Let me see if I can find. I have a little video from Jerry Caverly from Mesquite, Texas.
All right,
He's started a drone club with his students, and they actually assemble little drones. He writes, I wanted to say hello. I watched the show. Great as usual. I also want to tell you about our kids and the drone club. We created our first 3D printed frame and equipped it with parts from an old broken drone. It actually flew. I hope you have a great day. And that was from Jerry. So here's the video that he sent of the kids flying their drone.
This is a maiden voyage, right?
Yes, sir.
It's our first Frankenstein.
And that's my fault that it's sideways.
It's sideways, so sideways.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh no, it crashed. Very cool. If you want to send me any mail, you can do that. Let me show you my address here. I got my address. There it is. I'll give you a second to write that down. And I've got another letter.
Are you only accepting mail through the snail mail, or do you have also an email address for people to mail you
Yes,
stuff?
people can send stuff. Ken Heron upload at gmail.com if you have links to stuff. Oh my goodness, is that another super
That's
chat?
Jeff Baker.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Jeff Baker. Jeff Baker, that is awesome.
He says, I tell you a chemistry joke. but I wouldn't get a reaction.
Oh, man.
Nice. I like it.
Wow.
I love it. As a chemist, I more than appreciate that joke.
Oh, that's right. Linda, you're a chemist.
Yeah, somewhat of a mix between chemistry and physics for me here.
What is your favorite chemical?
Favorite chemical?
Yeah, chemist.
There are so many nasty ones. It's hard to pick one.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm trying to get this drone video ready here from the next email. This is from Mark Crowner. He says, "Hey Ken, I'm Mark Crowner, a video producer based in Louisville. I'm working on a 30-minute documentary on the Lake Bridges project, which is to air in Kentucky, educational TV in 2018. While doing research, I came across your extraordinary drone footage of the demolition of the old Egner's Ferry Bridge. Great stuff." So he goes on to say in here that he's going to get me to come out and film another bridge demolition somewhere in Kentucky for that channel. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And you know, I always accept any excuse to show a bridge blowing up. So here it is. This is the Egner's Ferry Bridge being blowed up. From
some of my favorite footage that you've ever filmed.
Oh, thank you. And the first blast, that is to scare the birds away.
Powerful stuff.
Oh, I just love that. And you can hear Gary in there. He's like, "Man, I don't think that's it." Oh, no, that's it.
Maybe some of my favorite chemicals contain chlorine-based explosives.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's TNT stand for?
Trinitrotoluene.
What is it?
Trinitrotoluene.
Wow. Smart and beautiful. Wow. There you go. All right. And I have one more letter. And this is from AJM Seeds. Oh, where's the letter? I was all prepared. Okay, here it is. "Good day, Ken. Thank you for your videos. I enjoy watching them. Here is a calendar I make every year for the last 3 years of my customers harvesting or just working in the field. Hope you enjoy. Adrian." Thank you, Adrian. Here is the calendar. And I don't know if, Adrian, if you know this, but I live out in the country. So I've seen all these things before. I've seen all of these images. Each day as I drive to work, I see a combine and I see all of this wonderful stuff that allows us to continue to eat on this planet. Thank you, farmers. So there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to mention.
Okay.
But I don't know when to do it. Well, I guess, first of all, I need to thank everybody for sticking around and trying this stream again from last week. It was a huge debacle. For some reason, again, the bandwidth out here in the country ain't that great. So I have someone helping me, and we got it working this time. And 22 shows into this, and I haven't been recording a copy to my hard drive. I've been depending on YouTube to do it. So now the replay will be actually better resolution than the stream.
Yeah. Well, learning is fun.
Learning is fun. So let's see. I've got another. Let's just see what people are into chitty chatter saying. I don't want to ignore people in the chat. What are they saying, Linda?
What are they saying?
Yeah.
It's just general banter.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Like how low your bandwidth is and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, people will show up no matter what. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Some people are saying that you're too hard on yourself, which, you know.
I got rid of my AOL dial-up. Yeah. Oh, I've got a great story about a guy who got his drone stuck on a tower.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
that'll be coming up in a little bit. I did want to mention a couple things, like some company sent me a toy truck. This is my first.
Does that fly?
It does. It flies at about 33 miles an hour. So I I don't know why they did this. I guess remote control drones, remote control cars, it's all kind of the same animal. So I'll be playing with this and reviewing it in a video coming up. And they sent me 2 of them, so I'll be giving one away.
Nice.
One of them goes to my nephew. The other one goes to someone watching.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Ken.
Yeah.
Who invented the round table?
Oh, are we doing jokes?
Well, I'm just doing one right now. I just can't keep it to myself any longer.
Oh, is it really good? Okay. Who invented the round table, Linda?
Circumference.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
What did the Buddhist say to the hot dog vendor?
What?
Make me one with everything.
Wow, that's deep. You really have to be educated to get that one. By the way, and there'll be more jokes later. By the way, I'm going to try to do this thing where I have everybody meet up to do a Christmas video. Last year I did what's called a slow motion Christmas, and I'm trying to find it over here. I thought I had that video ready. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is have everybody who can meet me December 16th at 1 p.m. in Nashville, Tennessee, of course, at the Parthenon. And then I'm going to film a little Christmas video out there. If you want to go onto my channel and look up slow motion Christmas, it'll be kind of like that. Just bring all your Christmassy stuff, your Santa hats, your garland, and we'll record a little Christmas video with everybody who shows up will be in it. So once again, that is December 16th, Saturday, December 16th at 1 p.m. in Nashville at the Parthenon. Be there or be square. And
We got a super chat.
oh my goodness, Jackie B. Jackie B. Glory be. No need to send anything. Just love the channel, buddy. Thank you.
Wow, thanks.
You know, let's go ahead and I have some pictures from viewers. We can do that before we bring in Jason. Jason Schappert from Remote Pilot 101 standing by. He's got a really cool set. I did a I did a test call earlier today. He's got like a real TV studio set.
Yeah, I imagine he does since he makes all those videos.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Arlo dog. Arlo dog. Hey Arlo dog. Hi YouTube.
Hey.
I watched this video, my first live on. Oh, thank you so much for that. That is awesome. You're the best. Oh my goodness. People are so generous. And speaking of generosity, there's a viewer and his name is, I'm trying to find this. I've got a list.
One.
What's that?
His name is Viewer One.
No,
Bob.
No, it's not Bob.
Mike. Jason.
No, it's not. It's not that.
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh my goodness, my computer's frozen.
Oh, of course it is. That's wonderful. Which is a great time for a Christmas themed joke.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, hit me.
Where does Frosty keep his cash?
Oh God. Where?
In snowbanks.
Ow! That hurts.
I do what I can.
That's pretty good. Do another one
I'm not gonna
because.
be outdone by Alexa. Okay, I got this beat.
All right, good. Yeah, I'm having a little computer issue. If you'll just give me a moment here, I'll get it back.
All right, you get those hamsters back on their wheel.
Yeah, fortunately it's not that. I still got the green light.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to find. I don't know what I did. I hit a series of. Okay. Lafayette Wade.
We know Lafayette. He's on this show all the time.
All the time, and he's a super nice guy. He's very supportive of this channel. I really appreciate you, Lafayette. And I was chatting with him about, you have to, when you subscribe, you want to hit the bell, and the bell alerts you to whenever we upload a video. Well, he's wanting to help me out by actually sending me a bell, a cowbell, and I used to be in a band called More Cowbell. So I guess it's appropriate. Here is a little clip of him and his cowbell.
More cowbell. Got a nice patina. The rust is gone. I put a coat of gun oil on it. It really looks more cowbell.
All right. Thank you, Lafayette. I appreciate that.
I
That's
saw
nice
that
of him.
Inspire in the background.
I did too. Yeah, was that the 2? The Inspire 2?
It looked like the 2, yeah.
Okay. John Cupie, thank you very much for the super chat. What?
What do you get sitting on the snow too long?
Polaroids.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right, I got some pictures before we bring in just about 4 minutes, Jason Schappert. All right, the first one, this is Chad Cermick and his family as seen by his drone.
That's cute.
That's a good-looking family right there.
Sure is. Good looking field too.
Yeah.
Looks like a vineyard of some sort.
And then, oh, finally people are getting their eyeballs. This is,
oh, yeah?
Yeah, Doug Griffiths. He got his eyes. There's Doug. There you go.
There you go.
Good looking guy. You know, it's not everybody that can sport the chain on the outside of the shirt. That's a brave look. And
With the clasp down low in the front.
Yeah. Well, you know, when you have that much gold. Let's see.
You can get away with anything when you got eyeballs on the drone.
That's right.
That's
And Ian Chambers, he got his eyeballs as well. There's Ian right there. Very good,
cool.
sir.
He's also got some knobs on there, I see.
Oh, that's right. He's got the whole collection. I really appreciate people sending me these pictures just so I know that you got the stuff that I send. Derek Hunt. Thank you so much. $25 super chat. Are you wanting the prize pack? A little something just because. Thank you for everything you do for the drone community. Oh, thank you guys. Man.
Thanks so much.
I tell you, really,
great.
Isn't it a good feeling to know that you've got all these drone pals all over the world?
Sure is. That's kind of why I like seeing the pictures in a way too, because it's nice to put a face with some of the names, and it's just nice to see the actual people, you know, instead of just text on a screen. Now
this next picture is a big deal, and I've blocked out any pertinent information, but this kind of goes along with the person we're going to speak with today, Jason. This is James Thompson's Part 107 card. Way to go, buddy! Whoop to the whoop. There you go. All right. Should we bring in Jason?
Let's give him a call.
Okay. Where's my dialing music? Okay, please stand by. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna click that. Oh yes, Skype adventure time.
Maybe we need the sound of a hamster running in a wheel, speeding up. That's what we need.
Let's see. Add person to call. You know those YouTube videos of grandparents, and they think they're taking a still, but they're taking movies, and they're like, Tommy said you hit the red button. Is the red button going? Call Tommy. Did we take a picture? Are we still going? What's going on? I've got gas.
Yeah.
All right, bringing Jason in. There we go. Come on, buddy. Rolling the dice and
What's happening, guys?
Hey, welcome to the show. Now I just got to click accept on the vidya, and there you are. Look at him. He's got his own perfectly awesome studio.
Yes.
That's awesome. Looking good, man. Thanks for taking time to talk with us.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you. So I was watching ahead of time. Appreciate you guys. We fixed the promo code issue, by the way. It was case sensitive. That was the issue. I can do it uppercase, lowercase, however you want. It'll work.
Oh, okay. So once again, if you want to go to remotepilot101.com and take the course, which is good for life, and you can type in TN Live 17 and get a huge discount. I think that takes $300 off the price. Isn't that right? 300?
It's got to be something like
something
that.
Something crazy like that. No, we can't do that. So your website really helped me. because, and I want to play a little bit of your introduction video here, if you don't mind. I have, and you talk about exactly what I did. Here you go. This is the website.
When I asked a friend how he was going to study and prep for his FAA UAS knowledge test, he told me he was just going to read through the Pilot's Handbook of Aeronautical Knowledge from the FAA, which isn't a bad idea if you want to become a pilot. But my friend didn't want to become a pilot. He just wanted to pass in accordance to Part 107 from the FAA, that UAS knowledge test. So we thought about it and said, how can I take my 10 years and 10,000 hours of experience in manned aircraft and translate that over to the unmanned aircraft space? Remote Pilot 101 was born. We've extracted everything that you need to know to be a safe, real-world remote pilot in command, but also pass that knowledge test with flying colors.
And that's exactly what I did. I thought, no, I'm not going to pay for a course. I'm smarter than that. All the information is available to me online. The FAA provides, right? So that's what I did. And I went and I failed the first test that I took. Yeah. So it's not a good idea to do that. Just go ahead and go to Remote Pilot 101 if you're serious about getting this Part 107.
Awesome.
Wouldn't you agree, sir?
Of course I have to believe. I got a family to feed. So, you know, you have to think about that too sometimes, occasionally.
Right, and this is good for life. And what are the reasons why people should look at your course?
Sure. So one of the reasons is, like you were talking about the studio earlier, I'm in this studio every single day filming something, whether it's for Remote Pilot 101, whether it's for our manned aircraft business, whatever it may be. We're always in the studio. We're always keeping up to date with those relevant information. And you made a big point of it too, Ken, is it's for life. So let's say everybody who took it in August, well, August is coming around again here, 24 calendar months, 2 years is when we have to renew and take that test again. Our course is already the most up-to-date and continuing to change even when you were last in there. So you have to test again. It's no other charge to us. You're just paying your testing fee when you go back to that same testing center, perhaps, and our course is there for you.
Now, my retest is coming up. Of course, you have to take it every 2 years. My retest is coming up, so I can just come in and brush up. Have you had anybody? I mean, do they send you a notice? Will the FAA send you a notice like you're about to expire to remind people?
No, that's going to be on your your accord to remember that. So one of the things I really hit on in the course is logging our hours, logging our maintenance, and how about logging ourselves as far as, am I truly current? So you need to set up a calendar invite for yourself, but in manned aviation, it's all on us to make sure we stay up with our currency. It's going to be the same in unmanned aviation as well. It's your responsibility to make sure you're current. And you don't want to find out the hard way when you get a site inspection or whatever it may be. They want to see that certificate and they go, oh, I see you haven't taken your test up, in 2 years.
Right.
That's going to be, it's not just going to be a slap on the wrist. That's going to be, you're going to be writing a nice check for your fine to the FAA after that one, I'd imagine.
Have you had to show your Part 107 to anybody? Have you had to whip that thing out?
I actually have, yeah. So we do, where we're really using unmanned, using Inspire 2 right now, is actually in our manned flight. On M0A.com, we do a lot at what's called a pilot-controlled airport, meaning it's Class G airspace, so we're able to do it. And when I'm showing a takeoff in that aircraft, and we're flying the Inspire 2 to kind of showcase that takeoff. And oftentimes we'll be asked to show that. Someone will report, there's a drone flying near an airport. There's a drone, doing this. Yes, we're certificated. Yes, we have our paperwork. Yes, we have all this. We spend more time proving that we're allowed to be there and we're doing the right things sometimes than we do actually flying, it seems like. And that's a big problem, is drones are just so new that enough people think they must be snooping on me if they're flying drones. They must be doing this, whatever it may be. People are quick to call the non-emergency line at the police station real quick to say there's a drone flying over. And you, as the remote pilot command, have to be in a, obviously you have to be professional about it. This is what I have. I'm allowed to be here. Allow me to educate you and show you.
Yeah, that's
what we're really
that's a problem. I've run into that a lot of uneducated officials, and
yes,
some of them don't want to be informed by the general public. They're not open to that,
No.
Jason.
No, you're right. You're right about that. And then too, I mean, if you really wanted to, you know, your golden ticket is, you know, the FAA controls the airspace. I'm sorry, you know, your Citizens Patrol or whomever you are, but you don't own this airspace. The FAA controls that. Obviously, you don't want to take it to that kind of level. You want to be a little bit kinder about it, but just something else to ponder and think about there.
So aside from being able to charge money for your aerial videos with being certified, what are some of the other benefits to getting Part 107 license for
How about
hobbyists?
a really cool certificate in the mail? I mean, that's important. Everybody wants their certificate, right?
Right.
Geez. So
Bragging rights. You got to have the bragging rights. Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, we have so many users who are doing so much more than even I ever imagined with it. You know, we work with the largest law enforcement agencies. We work with big companies like UPS and Amtrak. We're doing training for NYPD, FDNY, and they're using drones. And FDNY actually had a really cool article come out recently. They're using tethered drones. And there was a 16-story apartment fire, and they flew the drone up with an infrared camera, and they noticed that, hey, it's hottest right here on the 6th floor. We've been spraying and focused all our efforts up here on the 9th floor where we're seeing the flames. It's actually hottest down here, and they estimated they saved the building as opposed to it being a total loss and, you know, an insurance claim and everything else on top of it. So just really interesting how we got into this it's such a fast-growing industry, and everyone's thinking this is the photography route, I'm gonna go with this, but the enterprise clients that are taking this and truly running with it, that's what's really amazing as to what people are doing with a Part 107 certificate.
Now, Linda was an air traffic controller in the Army.
No way, very cool.
Yeah. So she's a smarty pants, and I think she has her own course going on in her head. Did that help you being a regular pilot, Linda, to take the test?
Yeah, absolutely. I basically just walked in there and took the test. I just barely read over the material, but that was only because of the background that I had. I wouldn't recommend somebody just to try that. $150 is a very expensive fee to just fail a test. So. Right.
And when you were done, did you strut out to a Bee Gees tune?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
That's
awesome.
I basically just strut around to the Bee Gees tune all the time. So.
Yeah. Now, Jason, are there any trick questions on the Part 107 test?
Oh my goodness, there's a lot. We've built a business around it, you could say. I mean,
yeah.
Truth be told, I mean, most of us were flying quadcopters, hexacopters, these types of things, but you're also being quizzed on fixed-wing drones and fixed-wing drone aerodynamics. It's going to fall in there. They're going to talk about stall characteristics and aerodynamics and Bernoulli's principle and all these types of things that can end up coming up in that case. You'll be quizzed on METARs and PAFs. I mean, people who see that reading a brand new language sometimes. You guys remember, you know, going through METARs and TAFs, just trying to know that and study up on that. And two, learning on the new sectional charts. You are learning a new language. And I mean it when I say, and I say this throughout the course, that if anybody has ever aspired to be a manned pilot one day, you're just like a heartbeat away. That test is really like private pilot light version. You're, you know, maybe an hour or two away from studying just a little bit more from making the private pilot knowledge test and taking flight lessons. You know as much as most private pilots.
You know, the people that will buy drones are creative types because photography drones in particular is a creative outlet. Me, I am not a lateral thinker. I'm a creative thinker. Math makes me drool. You know, looking at a sectional chart, I was like, why? This could be simpler. Will sectional charts ever be simpler? And will the version of the test that I take for my retest be streamlined or different or better or easier than the first test I took?
They're trying to make it better. It's going to be very similar. All they're doing, this is how the FAA works. The FAA adds a bunch of questions there, and what you didn't realize is the quiz you took was actually 63 questions. You notice they're not numbered, you just kind of go through them. Mm-hmm. There's actually 63 questions on there. However, 3 of them, and they're in random order, don't count, and they're just a beta test. And we go through that and we go, was this one of the real questions? Was it one of the test questions? And enough people get it correct or above 70% on that, that makes it in the real test bank. If a bunch of people bomb it, they go, maybe we need to rework this question here. So all they're doing right now is adding and testing new questions. Nothing's being taken away. However, in an industry that look how fast this is moving, and now we're dealing with a government agency, no offense to the FAA, but they're just adding questions, and we honestly need to be taking stuff away because it's going to become outdated so quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
Question.
Yeah, Linda,
Sure.
hit it. Yeah.
My question is, since you run basically an entire company that revolves around teaching people not only how to fly drones, but also fixed-wing aircraft, do you actually get to have any input or bearing on what is part of this test? Is there some kind of system set up for you to give information? Because I noticed that when I took the test, or just general pilot test, that there are some questions on there that are pretty ambiguous. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And we sit on a bunch of user groups and panels and everything else, but it's still dealing with a slow-moving government organization. Like, you have to realize, like, I remember specifically the night the FAA opened up drone registrations. Do you know, like, 4 people worked in the drone department that night? They opened it up and they got, what, 600,000 registrations in one night, crashed the website, everything else. So the FAA, I don't believe they had budgeted in that fiscal year for enough payroll dollars to grow the drone program fast enough to be able, yes, they're hearing it, but being able to actually do something with it are 2 totally different things. I know from talking to several people that drones are hot on their radar. It's just getting to that next fiscal year so they can start to make those new hires and then bring those people on board. It's still going to be clunky. It's the same like with our authorizations. They're making steps and we're getting closer with Lance and all these other things, but instant authorizations are still a little ways away, at least a nationwide rollout.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you next about how difficult is it to obtain the FAA waiver authorizations? And have you gotten any yourself?
Oh yeah, I have one, and it's already since expired. I applied for a new one, and I wanted to go the entire year process, and I'm over 90 days and waiting for it. And that's just kind of, and it's just for a Class Delta right here at the studio. I want to operate for a year, 100 feet AG. I didn't ask for much. Like, I don't need to go to 400 feet. I want 100 feet AG. You barely get me above the trees, and I'm over 90 days.
Wow.
Waiting for it. So it's really, really unfortunate in a way. And we know all the strings to pull and we know the right people. And I can text most of the guys and say, hey, what's the status of this? And they say, Jason, we're just that backed up. They're that bogged down. It's a few people. Everything is manual right now. However, there's going to be a day, I promise you, I'll hopefully predict the future a little bit,
right,
that you're sitting there on your Inspire 2. Obviously, it knows exactly where you're at. You say, I'm in this class Delta, this class Charlie airspace, whatever it may be. You know, I've got my certificate number in there. They can see my DJI logbook of all the hours and everything else I have. I hit request. That API sends out through the Lance system to the FAA. Someone at the local level literally approves it, sends it back, unlocks the Inspire, and I'm flying under this criteria. It's going to say, can you maintain less than 100 feet AGL within a half-mile radius of where you're at right now? You check yes, and you're flying. Like, that's where we're going to get one day. And if I had to guess, that's a year and a half, 2 years out from something like that happening and even rolling out nationwide.
Right. Well, hopefully one day it'll become streamlined like that. And, you know, the whole hubbub about all this drone stuff will settle down, and the people who are really passionate about it will remain, and the rest will have gone through their phases and have gone away. Have you got a few more minutes, Jason?
Oh, man. My night's yours, man. Whatever you need.
Oh, great. Okay. The chat is a little laggy. I apologize for that. So right now, if you guys will please chat your question if you have a question for Jason. And Linda, if you will try to grab those questions as they roll by. I know somebody wanted to know about the FAA fines. So let's think about that for a minute while I ask you a couple silly questions, Jason.
Sure.
And
Sure.
You're not doing it now, but in previous videos, I have noticed that you were wearing 2 watches, one on each wrist. Why?
Normally, So first off, how I even met you, Ken, was someone sent me your video, and the very first thing you say in your video is something like, "Look at those dreamy eyes." And I'm like, well, I've got to watch more. I mean, you know, this guy clearly knows something here. So and you brought the two. I laughed hysterically watching your Remote Pilot 101 review. It's the best one on the internet, no doubt.
Thank you.
Normally I do wear 2 watches, but I just upgraded to the new iPhone, and I can't get the sync with my Apple Watch. So. Yeah, normally I wear, oh, look at that. I like that, Linda.
Linda's got 2 watches.
Apple Watch, I call it a fitness band, and then I wear my Breitling watch on the hand. So normally I do wear 2 watches, I just can't get it to sync, but that's kind of like my signature thing.
Okay, and what is your favorite drone to fly yourself?
For ease, it's the Mavic, but man, that Inspire 2 is a lot of fun when you're able to get that. It's the setup time of taking that Inspire, and it takes 30 minutes to set it up, whereas the Mavic I can have ready to roll and just go. You know, it makes it so much nicer. Okay,
and by the way, my backwards bandwidth is kicking in right now. I'm getting a bad line here. People are saying it's frozen. Don't panic. This will be recorded on my computer and re-uploaded later, so if you've missed anything, you will get the full meal deal. One more question before, and Linda, are there some questions that you have for Jason from the chatters?
Yeah, but the buffering is also kind of bad on my end. One of the questions is if ATC can authorize you to fly in a airspace, or if you need to contact the FAA directly.
So the FAA wants you to do it through their authorization portal. Remember, it's just, well, again, that's assuming we're talking 107 operations. If you are a hobbyist, hobbyists are the ones that are instructed to actually call or whatever it may be. However, if you're a 107 operator, they want you to do it the professional way, which is actually through the portal they provide on the FAA website.
Okay, and we're having some major problems here, so if you won't mind, let me just go ahead and call you right back. Both you and Linda, if you don't mind.
All right.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, I'll call you both back. Let me see if they can catch up here. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry about that. I hope that it will catch up. If you're watching the replay, well then, there was no lag at all. I'm going to go ahead and try to get Linda back. I'm still having some connection problems here. Let me go ahead and try to reconnect. Now I'm reconnecting. Come on. Come on. Oh man. Lordy, lordy. What is going on? There we go. Okay, and we're back. All right. Freaking backwoods internet. Linda, you there?
I am here, yes.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, it's bad again. So we're just going to go ahead and call Jason back. And then we'll just have to have him later. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm back with you.
You're back. I'm really sorry. I tried to disconnect the stream and then bring you guys back. Apparently, it's enough for us 3 to see each other, but not enough for the interwebs to enjoy it. But I am recording it here, so that'll be okay. I did want to ask you again, what is the funniest or most scary thing that has happened to you in an aircraft as a pilot?
In an aircraft, a manned aircraft, I actually had an engine failure on takeoff. I was flying a Cessna 150, so this is my 172, so it's a little bit smaller than that, 2-seater version of that basically. I got to about 400, 500 feet AGL, and I lost a cylinder. It only has 4 cylinders, and I was just hitting on 3 of them. So you can imagine the vibration, the noise that makes. Your natural tendency, obviously, is we have to get that nose forward, keep that aircraft flying. I nosed the airplane down to keep it flying and realized, okay, I'm not losing altitude, but I'm not gaining altitude in this case. So I ended up kind of nursing it all the way around the traffic pattern and came back in and landed. And literally the next week I sold that airplane to a mechanic because it kind of left me not feeling so good about flying that airplane. But oddly enough, I just bought that airplane back after it was fixed a few months ago. So it's still kind of my baby.
Okay. Cool. Now, Linda, are there any other questions from people? I'm going to leave it to you while I step out and see what's going on in the hallway.
No, I didn't really see any other questions. So many people are complaining of the lag and the buffer that I don't know if they're actually catching all of this or not right now.
Man,
definitely, Jason, you're appreciated for being on the show. People are loving the information that you're putting out. So.
Yeah, Brent Mayfield says, as a pilot, Jason has been a breath of fresh air on the pilot scene. Thanks, Jason, for all you do, your general aviation, and thanks to Ken for having you on the air.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah. Some people are being able to see us again, so that's good. So once again, remotepilot101.com. There's the logo right there. If people want to go there, and your website is so user-friendly. It's very easy. I like the way it's organized. You can take the test, you can go back, you can retest, you can take the questions, and a lot of your test questions are ones that are actually on the test. Is that right?
Absolutely, and that's a big part of it, but that's not the end goal. And Ken, as a customer, Linda, you know this too from taking plenty of FAA tests, is I don't want you to just memorize the questions. Rote memorization doesn't get us, well, it gets you kind of far, but I want you to be a safe real-world operator. That's what I'm really after, and that's why I don't teach you just to pass the test. I teach you to be a safe real-world operator, and that's how you're going to end up passing the test. That's our long-term vision.
Right, and it's better for you anyway. If you're going to put stuff in the airspace, you're going to want to have some general knowledge, and the little knowledge quiz that pops up on DJI Go app is not enough. That's just a taste of what you should know. And although, and although whenever I see a sectional chart, I go cross-eyed and I pee my pants a little bit. It's still good to try to attempt to know this stuff. So thank you so much for. I guess we're gonna have to let you go. It's just too much for the squirrels to handle here. So we have the squirrel internet. But thank you so much for being on with us again. RemotePilot101.com. I hope you'll come back once I move to a city that has fiber optic cable. Will you?
I will. I promise I will. Thank you, man.
Okay.
I really appreciate you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. And there we go.
We'll see you.
Now, yeah, you hang up so I don't lose Linda. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. All right, bye. Okay, now, so no, he's gone now. To my limited understanding, I think it should get better, right?
I'm hoping. It's real bad on my end. You look like about 2 giant pixels on my screen. That's it. I can't see anything. I can barely hear you.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to continue? Because I am recording it, and this will air later. I mean, nothing else we can do.
Let's continue.
But so for those of you who
the audio is dropping out for a lot of people, so.
Yeah. Well, it's almost an hour. There were a few more things that I wanted to get done. Let me see. We can save a lot of that stuff for next week. Now, I do have to give away the drone. So let's go ahead and do that. This Eachine, the Eachine E59 drone, it's foldable. It's teeny tiny to begin with, but if you want to make it even smaller, well, you can fold it up. Why? No idea. They really didn't have to do that. They didn't have to make it fold, but they did. So here is the contest. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen, and all you have to do is tell me from what video in my collection this is from. Okay, so this still is from one of my videos. First person to chat, if you can chat and get through, and name just the title of the video, my video that is from. Okay.
I'm looking for answers now.
All right, good. And while that's going, I did take this drone to our local eatery called Joe's, and I flew it inside the restaurant earlier today.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
yeah, I did. So here that is. Enjoy. It's dinner time here in Huntington, Tennessee, and I'm at Joe's Diner. Let's go inside and play with the drone. First of all, I have to inform you that you're on YouTube.
For real?
Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Lydia.
It's Lydia. And she said that it's okay to fly the drone around inside Joe's, right?
I guess.
All right. I'll have a grilled cheese with Swiss cheese, well done. Just when it starts smoking, then stop cooking it. This is the Eachine E59 folding mini micro drone. It's really cool. There it is. It's got a little charging port in the back. It doesn't have an onboard SD card. It does have a little light in the front here. Here's the controller. Now let's go for a fly. Oh, there we go. All right. I'll try to get over in front of the camera. You know, it's the smaller drones that are really hard to control. Hey, bud. Hey, man, what's your name? James. That's James up there. If I fly my little drone over to you, think you can catch it? Okay, I'm going to fly this over to James and land it in his hand. You're just going to open your hand like that and I'll land it on your hand? Okay, here we go. Let's see what it does. All right, here we go. Over to James. No. You ready? Ah! Did you catch it? Good catch, bud. Hey, you want to try it? You want to try flying it? Is that a nod? Is that a yes? You ready? I'll get it started for you here. I'll aim it that way so that you can go right into the kitchen. All right. Now when you put that, when you do that up, then it'll fly. Take her easy. Oh yeah, that's it. Give it gas, give it gas. Oh, not too much gas. Oh. You can land it in the garbage can. Good try, man. Try two. Try. Here you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, nice bounce. Oh man. Okay. I think we're causing a scene in the restaurant. What do you think? We better stop. Okay. All right. So Linda, apparently, and I just checked on the page, we're not streaming at all. As far as I can tell.
Somebody did guess the answer. Somebody got it.
Oh, they did?
Just now.
Okay, was that Owens?
Yeah, Owens Drones.
Oh, congratulations. Owens Drones. Very good. Congrats.
But a lot of people are dropping out like flies. They're not able to see you. You're frozen. There's no audio, garbled audio. So a lot of people are just gonna come back to try to watch the replay.
Yes, and when you do, it'll be crystal clear. I mean. So we won't have last week's problem. So let's just continue like nothing's going on. Let me pull back the curtain a little bit here for you if I can show you. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Where is that thing? No, that's not it. I wanted to show you my my desktop here. Oh, here it is. This is what I'm dealing with. And this is Wirecast. And you can see up here, see the one is green and the one is red at the top there? The red means no go bad. So that's bad. So sorry about that. You know, the only thing at this point that would make me feel any better at all would be Linda jokes.
Oh, yes, I could do that. I've got one or two.
All right.
Cheer
me up, Linda.
Okay, here it is. What did one ocean say to the other ocean?
What did one ocean say to the other ocean?
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. They just waved.
I like that one. I do.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. Well, if you like that, how about this next one? What do you call someone else's cheese?
I don't know what.
Nacho cheese.
Alexa, tell me a joke.
How did the hipster burn his lips?
How?
He drank his coffee before it was cool.
Now,
All right. Not to be taught by Alexa. What do you call a belt made out of watches?
what do you call a belt made out of watches?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
A waste of time.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome. And by the way, I did see in the chat, yes, somebody did win. Yes.
Yeah,
Somebody asked if. So apparently the chat still works a little bit.
a little bit.
But if you can hear, if you just get in the audio, I will upload this pristine copy that I'm recording right afterwards, so it'll be okay. And I'm going to go down to the cable company tomorrow, and I'm going to smash them all in their stupid little heads with a baseball bat.
Well, that's awfully violent. That's not. This the season for holiday cheer, Ken. Not baseball.
You're
bats.
right. You're right. It is the season for holiday cheer, so the baseball bat will have a ribbon on it.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say something like that.
You got any more jokes?
Oh, I got another one.
All right, give me one more.
What is gray and large and doesn't matter?
What?
An irrelevant.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That's awesome. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate it. Looks like we got the green light again. So, just from what I can gather as far as the stream goes, it's okay to talk to Linda, but bring anybody else in on top of that, like a guest or anything, then it's no go. So I will get to the bottom of this. But seeing as how we're back, I can continue with, we're coming up on an hour. I did promise this awesome story about the guy who got his drone stuck in an antenna cluster. You've seen those where where the cell towers are?
Yeah.
Well, Dan Hoyle sent me some video of a drone taking a video of the Phantom 3 that got stuck. Here that is right here. You can see it right there. He was flying it. This is what it says in his letter. That's frustrating. It says, hey, Ken, about a month ago, I was flying my Phantom 3 Professional around a cell tower, and it hit something. Then it plinkoed down and came to rest on the lowest arm on the tower. You can see it right here in the video. It's now being held hostage by a coaxial cable at 88.5 feet. My brother shot the video and pictures from his Phantom 4 Pro. My first choice is to have someone climb the tower and retrieve it. But, as I just found out yesterday, that will cost a lot of money. Do you know if a Phantom 4 Pro is powerful enough to lift a Phantom 3 Pro and carry it to safety? No, please don't get your second drone stuck. No. Not to mention that you can damage this further. So please don't do that. We don't want to sacrifice another drone. Your thoughts, ideas, and comments are, of course, welcome. So, what should Dan do?
Wait for Mother Nature to blow it down unless you want to pay somebody to climb that tower.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to buckle down and just pay someone. What do people think in the chitty chat? If you have any ideas for him, his name's Dan Hoyle. Poor guy got his.
I mean, I don't know. Like you're obviously more familiar with radio towers and the like, but what does it cost for your engineers to climb up the side of one of those? Because I'm thinking if it costs more than what it costs to replace a Phantom 3, then maybe just you say goodbye to it and move on with your life.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's frustrating when you lose a drone, like in water or something. I knew somebody that lost a drone while they were hunting and went to the lake. They dragged the lake. They put some, they dragged the anchor trying to find it. I knew another guy lost one in a waterfall, and he actually hired somebody to dive for it, never found it again. And, yeah, it's so frustrating and to see it there. You can actually see it. But, those towers have a sensitive equipment on them, and you really don't want to mess that up. You shouldn't really have been that close to begin with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you're going to have to call the owner of the tower and get them involved.
Yeah. And I don't know, what is the liability to you as a drone pilot, honestly? Because if it's up there and it's a potential hazard, like if someone's walking underneath there and it could fall on their head, is it your duty basically to make sure that you get it down from there? Do you have to pay somebody to get it down just for safety concern?
Right. Not to mention the potential interference it could cause, or, you know, there's a lithium battery up there, all kinds of bad things. So if you're going to fly these places, you know, just learn from his mistake. And he did say that he will keep us updated. So that's good. Now I have another video. This is awesome. And this isn't the viewer video of the week. The viewer video of the week is from Japan, and it's pretty awesome. But this video is from, this is from Duluth. And this is our buddy, I believe, I Am Wedge. I think. My freaking notes. Yes, I Am Wedge. Duluth, Minnesota. And it's the aerial lift bridge. Do you know about this? This is the largest aerial lift bridge in the world, I believe. And I lived on that island. And at the very end of the video, you'll see my house. Enjoy. This was done with a Parrot Bebop, by the way.
Cool.
I was working at a radio station in Duluth for about 6 months, and then it started sucking. So I was looking for other employment, and that little house there on the bridge, I actually applied to work at the bridge.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
what do you do with that little tower?
You ride it up and down all day. Which is awesome. I mean, wouldn't you like to ride a bridge all day for a living? So I ended up working at a skating rink, driving a Zamboni.
This is the next best thing.
Next best thing, yeah. I like operating large machines. But there's a walkway you can see right there that goes under, and some people, when the alarm goes off that they're going to lift the bridge, they will actually reach up and grab it and hang on as they go up.
Oh, that's dumb.
Several people have been really injured doing that. I didn't do that, no.
They are in the running for the Darwin Awards. Indeed.
Now this looks like it's either the summer. It's clearly not the winter. The winters up there are brutal. Snow and ice all over the place. And there's about 2.5 hours where it's beautiful like this, but the rest of the year is just crap. Lovely people up there. So here comes my house on the island. Look on the right. Right there. That's where I lived back in 2008. Isn't that great? Love that place. Thank you, I Am Wedge, our Minnesota buddy. So there's another thing that I wanted to mention, and I wanted to thank him very much for including me. Henrik Olsen. He's got a YouTube channel. The link is in the description. Henrik Olsen has a YouTube channel called Drones and Electric Unicycles. And right now, for December, the lead up till Christmas, he is featuring drone tips on his channel. And he allowed me to send him one of these drone tips. And I'm going to play it for you right now. Please, if you have time, go check out his channel. He's a wacky, zany drone guy. And here, I'll just let this play. You can send him a drone tip if you like as well.
Do I have something special for you today? Welcome to this Christmas countdown, where today's tip is brought to you by a special guest. Let's roll that intro.
Nah, I don't know if I'm going to get flagged for that music right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn that down for a second until blah-de-blah, bleepity-blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Heron Kringle, Henrik Olsen let me come on his YouTube channel to let you know about a drone tip I have for Christmas time. And it's oh so important. And it rhymes. Don't drone alone. Have a friend with you. You need a visual observer anyway. And it's always more fun with someone else. Since I'm Ken, sometimes I bring Barbie with me.
Yeah!
Happy and safe flying, have a merry, merry Christmas, and don't drone alone, because it's just unbearable.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I got more where this is coming from, so keep watching as I'm posting a new Christmas drone tip every day until Christmas. What do you think about today's tip? You might even have a question directly to my guest. Throw a comment in the comment section below.
How about that? So go ahead and check his channel out. Super nice guy. I appreciate him letting me be involved in his tippage. All right, so the chat's back. What are people saying? Are they answering the question from 10 minutes ago?
No, they're just commenting on the video. They really like the I Am Wed video of the...
Oh, good. Good. Speaking of awesome videos, you've got an awesome video. Now, you post a video at least once a decade, whether you have to or not.
Take it easy, or I'll tell you another bad joke.
No, please don't do that. All right, so Linda, you are just an amazing photographer all around. I'm a wacky zany photographer just because I have a camera. I wouldn't call myself a photographer like Linda. I'm going to show you just part of her monsoon too. Is this okay to show?
Yeah, go
okay,
for it.
so this is on Linda's channel. You can find a lot more stuff like this on her channel. Clever Dark Elf on the YouTubes. And that's all you get. That's all you get right now. That's beautiful. How long did that take you to do? And how long is the video?
The video is 3 minutes and 9 seconds long, I think. I traveled 32 days during the monsoon season and then took my sweet time editing it together. So there is a lot going on there.
Okay. And yeah, so Clever Dark Elf. You look speechless there. And you have more to say about your own video? It's
well,
awesome.
It's a little bit of a disappointment, I guess. I mean, I had a rough go at it when my camera got lost in the storm. Some people already know that. And then you know, there was some. The monsoon season overall was a little bit of a dud, and so combined with some of the bad luck, it wasn't quite what I had hoped this year in the video. So, you know, but there's always next year, and I'm gonna make another one. So.
Cool, very cool. All right, we're way over an hour. I just want to thank everybody for sticking around through this, and now it's time for the viewer video of the week. This is an incredible video. If you would like to send me your incredible video, you could send it to kenheronupload@gmail.com. That's not uploads, it's just upload. kenheronupload@gmail.com. Please just send me a link. Don't send me any files. And I rarely check that email. So if you do send me a message or something to that, I'll check it about once a week. All right, so this video is from, please forgive my pronunciation. It's a Kazuhiro Yamaguchi. Kazuhiro Yamaguchi. He's the one to send this in. This is the Dragon boat races in Nagasaki City, Japan. He was given special permission to fly his drone alongside the 14-meter Pierian Dragon boats. Each rowboat has 26 rowers on board, and they race a distance of over 1,150 meters, rowing to the beat of drums and gongs. When you look at this is a very short video. The original is about 20 minutes long, and there's a link in the description, of course. But there's dudes in the boats rowing, sweating. And then there's one dude in each boat just hitting the drum. That would be my job. That's the job I want. I want to be drum dude. So here it is. Enjoy the viewer video of the week. Those are big boats to be rowing like that. Awesome. Thank you so much for sending that in. Wonderful. All right, Linda. Well, I think that's about enough.
Yeah.
Again, now that everybody's able to watch, I've been recording the show now, so I'll post the pristine edition as soon as we're done. So if you missed anything during the debacle, then you can catch up, because Jason had a lot to say. Thanks again to Jason Schappert from remotepilot101.com. Again, the discount code for Pals of Ken, if you want to take the course, it's a TN Live 17. TN Live 17, remotepilot101.com. Linda, did you want to do what we were going to do, what we planned?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay, so here's what we're planning on doing. As soon as this show ends, I'll stop the live stream, and then Linda and I will continue to record a little blurb afterwards. We'll talk a little bit more about photography and whatever. I think Linda's going to juggle flaming chainsaws, and you don't want to miss it. Yeah, you're going to do that, right?
Yeah, let me just grab a few.
Okay, yeah, they're all gassed up and ready to go. So once we say goodbye, then make sure to watch the replay, and then you'll see our little blurb. Anything else you'd like to say? Do you have any jokes for people?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave you with a good one.
Yeah, hit me with the joke.
Why didn't the lifeguard save the hippie?
Why didn't the lifeguard save the hippie?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because he was too far out.
Oh, Linda.
Later, Tater.
Is that it? You going out with that one?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right. Wow, that's pretty good. I like that one. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sticking it out as we learn how to live stream here on the Ken Heron Broadcasting Network. Until next time, abuh.
And bye.
And now for the bonus show.
It's a bonus.
It's just us.
Show.
We're just hanging out. Hello, welcome to the bonus show. What do we got planned?
I don't know. I don't really have anything planned, but I brought my camera out.
Okay. Awesome. What kind of camera is that, Linda?
You know, it's the same camera you have. It's the D7500.
Oh, that's right.
So shiny.
It
All the
is
magic
shiny.
happens inside of this thing.
Now you recently got a new light, didn't you?
I did. That's what this little thing is on the top for, to control it. I can take that off, but
Linda was showing me her cool light
it's
the
so
other
cool.
day. It really is. Now that lens you have on there, that's a rental lens, right?
No, this is my own lens. This is actually not a very expensive lens. It's a $300 lens, but it only manual focuses, so it doesn't autofocus, which can be kind of tricky if you don't know how to do that well.
Yeah, I don't. But how do you go? You rent lenses sometimes, and you
I do.
explain to people how they can rent a lens if they want to do that, as I go get something over here.
Oh, okay. Well, there are several companies that you can rent lenses from. I mean, I don't even know if I want to mention them, but the company that I tend to rent from is, I think they're called Lens Pro To Go. That's where I rent my lenses from the majority of the time.
Okay. And
There's a local place where I can rent them, but I don't tend to go there. It's more expensive than renting it through the mail. So.
Oh, you can. So you create a. You give them your info, and then you can rent them through the mail.
That's right. They send them to you in like these nice Pelican cases, and then complete with like a return shipping label. And so you rent it for a period of whatever, 2 days, 4 days, 7 days, and then you send it back at the end of the period.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. By the way, this is a bonus show, so we should have different razzmatazz. Razzmatazz.
yes.
Bonus show razzmatazz.
Bonus show razzmatazz.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So this.
Oh my God! See, you're gonna tease me again. Now I know what's in the box. I know what's in there.
The Zhiyun Crane 2, man. You know how many times I've used this since I've gotten it?
I don't know, but more times than I've used the one that I have because I don't have one.
3 times, and all those times have been to show it in a video. I really need to use this more. Actually, I won't be using this one because this
one that. Oh.
one I'm giving away. Zhiyun.
Lucky soul out there is gonna get it.
Yeah, they're such a great company, and you know, I'm not just saying that because they gave me a free prize to give away. They're really very reputable company, and I just don't know how I'm gonna give this away. And I know people will say, "Well, just give it to me."
Yeah.
Give it to me. No, I can't get it back in the.
Me.
Yeah, just give it to me. It's that easy. But yeah, that's a really quality item. So for people who are sticking around, thank you so much for doing that. Linda, what kind of projects you got coming up on your channel? Clever Dark Elf is her channel. Here's her new. This is her new logo right there. Bam.
Trying to update the hairdo. So.
Right, the old one was short hair. Now this one is, or
Yeah,
the old one.
Somebody was
long.
giving me grief about it, so I just fixed it. There. Problem solved.
Bam. All right.
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff you got coming up on your channel?
Yeah. I would tell you, I feel like sometimes when I share these things, then I'm like locking myself in. But I was technically going to be making a video that kind of showcased some of the colors from fall. And I had this great drone footage. It was so tasty. But like an idiot, somehow I managed to delete it. I thought I had it backed up on a drive. And then I accidentally, took the files off my main drive because my main drive wasn't big enough to hold all the stuff. And I just somehow, I'd never transferred it or deleted it or whatever. And so I've been really putting off making this video with the fall colors because like some of my best footage that I had is gone, and I've just been really sad about it. So I have half of a video made, and now it's not finished because I was just so angry and depressed about missing that footage. And now I have to wait a year. So.
What's that?
Said I'd have to basically wait a year to try again.
Oh man, how much footage did you lose? That's so frustrating. I've lost great stuff too.
Yeah, I think it was about, well, I mean, it's probably about 30 minutes worth of flight time, but it would be probably about half the video. There were 2 places that I visited to get that footage, and it was just, it was so beautiful. It was beautiful, Ken, and I jacked it up. I don't know what happened. Did that ever happen to you?
A lot.
Footage?
Yeah. Now the D7000, is it the D75? What kind of camera do we have again? What is it?
We have the 7500.
The 7500. Now that only has the 1 card, so you can't record to multiple cards.
No.
And it doesn't have an internal hard drive.
No.
I mean, there's. What kind of words did you say when you found that out?
Some of those words start with the letter F and end in UCK. And all the colorful stuff. Come on, I was in the military. In the military, we basically there's only like 1 sentence, or there's only 1 word in every sentence that isn't a curse word. So
Yeah.
I'm very adept at cursing when when crap hits the fan, so to speak.
Somehow it makes you feel better though, doesn't it?
But you know what? I didn't record that on this. I recorded that on the drone, right? It was drone footage. So, but I just deleted it.
You know what I do sometimes? And I have several cards that I keep and I rotate. If I'm shooting something that's pretty awesome and I get the drone back, I'll take that card out and I'll put it aside because I don't even want to take a chance of losing it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll forget and didn't take the card out. And what I'll do is, and I usually do this.
Ooh, you format it?
I did format it, yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's off. That's painful.
Yes. So what I've gotten into the habit of doing now is, man, I just like 10 times each, I'll just make sure. And I just bought like an ass load of cards.
Here, I'll show you something. I'll show you a little insider secret here.
Yeah.
Give me a second while I rummage through my camera bag.
Okay. Linda is rummaging through her camera bag.
Not really a secret per se, but this is how I deal with my memory cards. I have a Pelican case, which we both know you love Pelican cases.
I love cases.
You know, this one is able to hold memory cards.
Oh, yeah.
So usually what I do is, I'm pulling it upside down. So the memory cards that I put on this side are memory cards that I've filled up and are ready to be offloaded. And then the ones on the other side here are ones that are empty.
That's a good idea.
So I'm able to keep them kind of in there, and I can also tell if any of the cards are missing or whatever. And so then when I get ready to come home and offload, I know exactly what's where. And that usually works out pretty well for me. And it worked out great with that drone footage too, except for once I got it on the computer and I had it backed up. You know, the thing is, like, maybe 3 or 4 weeks passed before I actually looked at that footage to edit it. You know, I just offloaded it, looked at it, thought I backed it up. But then, you know, in those 3 weeks, I flew the drone again. And so these memory cards went back in the drone and I formatted them thinking that I had it backed up. So the organization and memory cards weren't the issue for me. It was really just some other dumb stuff that I was doing or not doing.
And that case, where'd you get it? How much was it?
You know, I want to say these cases are like maybe 15 or 20 bucks. I got it from BH Photo, which is a place where you can buy a lot of camera gear. It's a pretty neat little place. But you can probably find them on Amazon too. Yeah, pick yourself up one of those because you know they're really good to have, you know, just in case. Another hack, like if you have just a camera, right?
Are you ignoring my awesome joke, Linda? That was an awesome joke.
It really was. I feel bad, and I'm going to feel bad about it for you for the rest of the night.
All right.
I hang my head low.
All right.
But what I was going to say is if you have a camera like this, you know, just like a DSLR camera, then surely you have these caps that came on the camera and come on your lens. If I can just pry it off of here, I'll show you what I mean. You have this cap, which generally goes on the back of the lens.
Yes. Yes, yes.
Right? Like this cap that's on the back of this lens.
Uh-huh.
And then you have a cap that was on the front of your camera body, right?
Right.
These will fit together. Okay, they fit together. You could... I don't throw it everywhere. They fit together like this, right?
That's brilliant.
So what you can do is, if you don't have anything else with you, like that little Pelican case, you can take your memory card, and you can just dump it in there, and then just lock it up. And then you also have them in here for safekeeping.
That's really smart. What I usually do is I just put the card in my little ring pocket here. You know that little extra pocket?
I don't do it because I know it's going to end up in the laundry.
Yeah, I've done that. I've washed SD cards.
Or you come home after a long day out and you get tired and you have 1,000 things that you're trying to unpack from your car, and then, you know, you forget.
And usually they'll survive the washer, but not so much the dryer.
Yeah. It's really a crapshoot at that point. You have to get pretty lucky to be sure to recover those files.
Yeah, that is true. Well, that's a handy tip, Linda. That was worth sticking around for the bonus show.
Little camera hack.
Bonus show treat.
Oh,
yes. Thank you so much, Linda, for everything today.
Hey, no problem, Ken. I like being on the show.
And it's really cool how the chat from the live show continues. It just stopped a minute ago, and we've been going an extra 10 minutes, so that's a lot of lag, isn't it? I mean,
I think it's still going maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, people are still using it, so that's cool. We get to see that. Anyway, so we'll do this from now on. I'll make sure to record the show so that I don't have to cry like I did last week when I lost all of that awesome stuff. So
yeah, that was pretty bad. We had some issues today. It seemed like there was some lag up to like 10 minutes for some people, and then actually a great deal of the stream, maybe like 15-20 minutes of it, I could barely even make out what you and Jason were saying. I could barely even see you. I don't know if that was the same for you on your end, but
no, it was okay here. It's just it wasn't going out. So thankfully I've got this recording and I will upload that. So thanks everybody for checking out the after show, I guess we'll call it, for hanging out. The bonus here, give people an extra reason to watch the replay. I appreciate everybody who's supported my channel. We just crossed over 25,000 subscribers recently.
Congrats, Ken.
That's awesome. That feels good. Yeah.
I know, but you work hard at it. It's not like it just came rolling in.
Well, that is true. That is true. Luckily, I don't have any children to occupy my time, so the time
people don't know this about you, but the week before you started the live show, your hair was long and black.
That is true. Yes. So the new viewers wouldn't know that I had long flaxen hair. It was dark and rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you had long hair at one time too that I missed.
I did, and then I chopped it off because I knew that you would like that if I did that.
You're always doing that. Anyway, your hair is beautiful. You're beautiful. You're a wonderful person. Thank you for sharing this almost hour and a half with me.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go ahead and cease this now.
And you know what? The people that are watching the replay of the show, I'll tell you another secret. My birthday is on Saturday, so they can come to my page, Clever Dark Elf, and leave me a little happy birthday message. That'd be just fantastic.
What would Linda like for her birthday? She would like more subscribers.
Yes, or that Xeon 2 crane that you have there, either or both.
Yeah, that won't happen. But you know what? I thought about giving it to you, and isn't it after all the thought that counts?
Yes.
Awesome. No. All right. Well, thanks everybody. And until next time, a buh.
And bye.